DirectFix.com presents
the iPod Touch Generation 4 Screen Replacement Guide. Be sure to check us out on the web at directfix.com. Use coupon code YouTube7 for 7% off your first order.
Warning: this content is intended to be used for informational and entertainment purposes only. You are using this video directions and its content at your own risk. X Microsolution Inc. makes no representation, warranties, or conditions of any kind expressed or implied. Following these directions on the video will void your warranty. You are performing this repair at your own risk.
To begin, use a heat gun or blow dryer to loosen the adhesive holding down the screen. Using a sharp bladed tool such as an X-Acto knife, go along the edge of the screen, separating it from the case. Disconnect the LCD connector from the motherboard at the top of the iPod. Remove these 8 Phillips screws in order to remove this protective metal plate. Now use a case opener tool to very carefully remove this metal plate. There is some adhesive on the underside holding it down, as well as a very thin ribbon for the power and volume buttons that you must be very careful not to cut or damage. Near the bottom of the iPod is the speaker. This is also adhered to the underside of this metal plate. Be very careful not to damage or cut the wires for this. Remove this screw at the top of the motherboard. Disconnect the headphone jack from the bottom of the motherboard and remove the rear-facing camera from its well. We're now going to lift the side of the motherboard, the side with the rear-facing camera, and we're going to do our very best not to damage the small ribbon on the other side. With the motherboard sufficiently lifted, we now have access to and can remove the touch panel connector. Again, be very mindful not to cut or damage the volume and power button ribbon. Remove this screw in order to loosen the forward-facing camera, allowing you more play when lifting the motherboard. From your old screen, you must remove and reuse the home button. Again, we're going to lift the motherboard in order to install the new screen. A good tip is to, with your left hand, place your index finger on the volume button ribbon and lift the motherboard from the opposite side with your thumb. We can now connect the touch panel connector to the bottom side of the motherboard. Now gently push the motherboard back into place. Push both cameras into their wells and secure the forward-facing camera with its screw. Reconnect the headphone jack at the bottom. Secure the motherboard with a Phillips screwdriver near the top. Replace the metal plate, protecting the motherboard and battery, and secure with 8 screws. We're now going to apply adhesive strips to the top and bottom of the iPod in order to secure your new screen. With the sharp tool, peel the covers off of the adhesive strips. You can now peel the protective layer off the back of your replacement screen and connect the LCD connector to the motherboard. Now simply lay the screen down, allowing the adhesive to adhere to the screen. Please be sure to check our website, directfix.com. Just click the link below for all your parts and accessory needs.